Morning, good afternoon, or good evening, everywhere. Uh, I'm Irene, representing the founder of Ikaze Innovation Academy in Rwanda, a country that has a median age of 20, which means that is a young country, not only in the geography or the independence, but also in the age of the population, since most of the population is young. And also, Gashora is the area that was grown from. This is yes, this is the area that it's in a rural area, and it has more percentage of the youth, like 2,000 of the population, about 80% youth, and most of them are looking for job opportunities, and it's been really terrible that like the most pressing problem in this country is youth unemployment. And the government is trying to do very well to solve this problem. However, it's kind of still existing, and now we had to join SINA. So I grew up in a family of three and had issues with education. And when I was learning, I witnessed how poverty made students drop out. And when I finished the high school, like during high school, I had different engagements, like in the PLP. This was a club that originated youth to promote unity and also helping the younger ones in the school. So when I was in S5 there, I was also involved in a committee where I have to present the school youth, and that shows me that however life I was living, I had passion with youth engagement where I have always to commit and find something that we can do together. So after school, I joined an organization called Journey House Actions Rwanda. That was in 2023. Just because I knew there was very many youth that was trying to learn English, try new things, and also learn business. So when I was there, I was volunteering with evening tutoring, like helping students with physics, mathematics, and so on, and also with computer basic skills. And after a while is when the CEO there maybe realized my maybe potential, and he knew this opportunity to go to learn about SINA model, and that's how I started the SINA model.
Okay, thank you. My name is Duchina Vedola, a Rwandan change maker, a child born during the 1994 genocide against Tutsi, and a genocide survivor. And after that hardship, my parents sacrificed greatly to ensure that I had access to education. That's where I come up starting from primary, went through to secondary where I did physics, chemistry, and mathematics. Later, I went on college, I preserved. And when COVID-19 struck, my dad tragically passed away, leave me with the responsibility to take care of my family. And in the face of grief and the hardship, I refused to accept hopelessness. That's when I went on to earn a bachelor degree in civil engineering. Yet, despite of my qualifications, I found myself, like many young Rwandans, where it was unable to secure stable employment. That's when turning poet came. So I went on and I had opportunity to join SINA model in Jangu in Uganda. Over the 1 year, I went through a profound transformation, learning principles of responsibility and self-organization, also social entrepreneurship. I confronted my limiting beliefs. I discovered my inner drive and sharpened mindset needed to create a change. That journey was so amazing and shaped my purpose. I returned to Rwanda with a mission, not merely to find a job. And before me and Irene and my fellow youth, we co-founded Ikaze Innovation Academy, an NGO which is officially registered in government. And also we aim to empower youth, especially unemployment and those who are from underserved area, to come up with an idea by using SINA model, where we take them through SINA model stages, starting from confusion stage, where they come up with a personal development, continue to emerging stage, what we call incubation center, where they come up and start from the ideation, and also continue to leaking and to acceleration, where they test their products. And as for now, that's where we are, to empower youth to come up with and to become a change maker, job creators, and social innovators.
Okay, so our journey after Django, we had an expectation that it was gonna be so easier because for us we felt so confident and ready to start. However, when we came, we struggled with getting the space we have to start from, and we've been also waiting for so long because we had the partnership that was taking us that long, and eventually we found that it was taking so long, and then we chose to move on because of course we had scholars and we had conducted the scholar selection, and we knew who people wanted, people we already selected, and we decided to start in anywhere we could find. So Gashora is a small area, and so I wanted to start from, and we did our best to find the location, the good location to start from, and it was really complicated. And that's how we ended up having this area. And it's the area where girls are staying, the space where girls are staying, and it's in the same area we're having sessions. So as you see, this is the living room, and it's where we have our day sessions and morning meetings. And so the rooms that you're seeing here is where ladies stay. This is what we take like an office where we prepare our sessions and we keep our books. And this is it's in darkness, you can see. And as you see, these are scholars having the entrepreneurship experience, preparing different things. And also, this is the kitchen that we are using. And so far, we've been having challenges that from the local governance that boys and girls shouldn't learn in the same space, and also thinking that the space is not big enough, and we're given like enough time, like 3 months, to have gotten ready so that we continue with our operations. And now we can give a tour to where boys are staying. These are still scholars doing the entrepreneurship experience, selling the mangoes. And entrepreneurship experience is one of the sessions that motivates them to know that you can start small and grow big. They are really confident. Yes.
Okay, thank you. I was telling you some current challenges we are facing now, where we are having noise concerns from neighboring households because we operate within the same space where neighbors are surrounding us, and they are giving us a report of noise disturbance. These affect both. These affect both our relationship and also our operations. Also, there are another challenges where girls stay. It is also where we operate. So local leaders have strongly advised us to separate those living for girls, for their safety, comfort, and professionalism. So, and also there is a shortage of space for prototyping. Yeah. And for now, we have managed to come up with some solution somehow because we learned boys from outside. This is where exactly we are here to show you where exactly the boys stay. This is rooms where boys stay. Yeah. As for now, we are having 17 scholars, so 9 girls and 8 boys. So we are preparing to host also the second scholar selection, and which will take place next year in January, in the late January. And also we are planning to find another space where the emerging will be learning from, and also where the emerging will stay. And also we are supposing both of them to stay in staggered place. Yeah.
Okay. So now we would have to go back to where the session take place and have scholar representative that would like to share some of the experience. But SINA model so far is really promising the country regarding the government policies and also what the youth really want. Of course, it's the unique model that firstly helps youth discover themselves, discover what they like doing. So for me, it's something that's inspired me to work hard, and also it really feels so good when you're living significant or a meaningful life. And and uh, to this point, we have managed to deliver all applied stage, and according to how we see the scholars personally develop, they feel so confident that social enterprises are promising to be born from Ikaze Innovation Academy. And through all those challenges that local leaders have been coming to us, when they understand our model, they keep advising us, and you see that they have potential in what you are doing. And since we are young, like it seems like you have the attention, and like we need to be careful and need advice as well. All of us with all of those. So far, let me say something.
Means those challenges are not obstacles to us, they are signals of growth. So that's how we come up, we envision in the future where we'll be having equipped full hub, innovation hub, where scholars will be having enough space to prototype and also to write their enterprises while they are learning, innovate, and transform their community. But also scholars love what they do. They have much interest, and also they are working with their heart so that to bring out their best version. And they love what we do. Also, they keep telling us if we can have another place also to host their brothers, their sisters, because this SINA model is promising, is giving them hope of a future so that at least now they can see something to do while they are practicing it, and later will provide a change while they are solving social challenges or also doing business at the same time. So they told us to say thank you to everyone, and also we'll have time to say much appreciation to everyone.
Okay. So we are coming back to our session in place with our scholars in front doing having the entrepreneurship experience. Thank you guys. How are you? Can you just say fine. And so we would like to have a conversation or a presentation of one of our scholars sharing their experience. Hi. Yes. And you can start with a lady introducing herself and whatever it goes with.
Thank you so much. My name is Diane, and I'm scholar in Ikaze Innovation Academy, and I'm happy to be in Ikaze Academy, and in Ikaze Academy we studied many sessions that have many important in our daily life. And first session is core values. This session was helping me to know the importance of being open. When you are open, sometimes it helps you to solve your problems, because some people can understand your problem and then they can help you about solve your problems. Another session is discipline and consistency. Discipline is a key of your lucky. And yesterday I saw short movie. This movie has two girls who need a job. One girl has experience, but she didn't had a discipline. Another girl has a discipline, but she didn't has experience. Finally, the manager of company, he got one girl a job because she has a discipline. When you don't have a discipline, you can lose your job, and you can lose your relationship in others. And another session is personal type. This session was very important for me. Before coming here, I don't know my type, but now I know my type. My type is melancholic because of my characters. And another session was conflict resolution. This session was very important in our daily life, because we learn how to solve the conflict in our society, and we learn how to avoid the conflict. When you have a conflict, you must be patient, and you forgiving, others will forgiving you. And another session is time management. Time management is a planning or controlling that show time to spend your actions. And time management has many benefits in your life, because sometimes it reduces the conflict between employee and employers, and it reduces your stress, and it reduces conflict between people, and it meets your deadlines. Another session, it is self-awareness. This session was very important because it helps us to know how to control your emotions. And when you are a leader, it helps you to know how to solve the problem of citizens. And
Hi guys, I'm Shakaif. I'm scholar of Ikaze Innovation Academy, and I'm here as a student, so as an entrepreneur. So in Ikaze Innovation, before I come in Ikaze Innovation Academy, I was so very fear, and I was not having some self-confidence. But right now, I have some self-confidence, and you saw some many lessons, but in those lessons, we get down like chain action where we make like things which is around us, like making using materials which is available, and so that those materials can help us in order to get those any things you can make it this way. So after chain reaction, we saw about comfort zone. Before I came here, I was thinking that I'm a good way, but when I studied about comfort zone, I studied that comfort zone is like to stay somewhere with any thinking about things which you can success your goals and never think about your goals. You are just enjoyment and you are just things like that. So about when I finished to study that comfort zone, I started about it. So I decided to move to the camp here in the Ikaze Innovation Academy so that I achieve my goals. And I saw about 7 habits, and in those 7 habits, I saw how we can put first things in the first. So that can challenge everyone who doesn't know how to put first things on the first. So I know how I can put those first things in the first, and I can think about win-win in the business or as entrepreneur. So I think those things they are good. And you saw about effective communication. So about effective communication, see, we saw how we can communicate with people who doesn't know how. There's some people who doesn't understand very careful, and in effective people, we study how we can convince those people and how we can tell them in order to get that meaning of what you are saying there. So we saw another things of growth mindset and fixed mindset, and so that's what helped me to know out about my growth mindset and remove any fixed mindset which is so poor. So I think thank you for watching me.
Okay, thank you so much. So as you see, we are in our first cohort, which focuses on personal development. These sessions are sessions that help, like the most of the time, like according to how they are arranged in the modules, it first creates a good entrepreneur, social entrepreneurial mindset. So in our next phase, we have SINA nomads coming here, and they will start our ideation stage where they will have to ideate businesses. And after that, we prototype. Then we will have our second cohort from applied doctoral. So this will be coming every 4 months. Yes, 4 months. We have our 3 cohorts in this year. So
Okay. Before we close this, we want to express our appreciation to everyone who has ever worked this journey with us, for our partners, our supporters, mentors, community leader, everyone and every individual who has and who believes in youth and the younger Rwandan in Rwanda. So those people, they make us make these things possible. To make these things possible. And also, we want to say your support is more than a source. It is a faith in a generation. It is a belief in younger people in Rwanda who refuse to be advanced and to let those advanced define their future. And for that, your encouragement support us big enough to become who we are today. And also, thank you for believing in IIA. Thank you for believing in Rwandanese young change makers. And thank you for supporting this transmission in Gashora. A special thanks to Etienne and SINA Global. Special thanks to Django, one and foremost, one and foremost community, where we learned all of these about SINA model, and special thanks to mentors from Django, and also special thanks to anyone who has a willing to support us also to transform and to make this ideation become action, and also action to become impact. Thank you, thank you. Have a wonderful moment. See you.